Hello, and welcome back to the Rich Woman Reset, which is our subsect for December of our Good Girls Get Rich podcast. And this is a series where we are gently but powerfully preparing you for the most aligned year of your life. And this episode is all about what actually matters before January 1st. And it's maybe not what you've been told. So take a breath and let's start to reset the energy around year end here. So I want to talk a little bit about the problem with the new year, new you stuff. Okay. I feel like it's so much pressure, right? Like January is built on pressure. Fix yourself, start over, New Year's resolution, become someone else. I feel like it's kind of rooted in shame instead of empowerment. And we don't need reinvention through force. We need permission to move at the pace of our own power. So to me, this year-end reset that we're doing is kind of an on-ramp to 2026. And it's not about hustle, it's about consciousness. So let's talk about what actually matters as we wrap up December 2026, or whenever you're listening to this. You can reset anytime you want, right? So let's first think about the word completion. Not perfection, not finishing everything. When I decided to do this series, I decided it wasn't going to make sense for me to send every one of these episodes to our normal editor. So these are raw and real, not edited at all, not perfection, but it's completed. I wanted you to have these. And I knew that the only way that was going to happen was if I just did it raw and real and not perfect. So hopefully the sound is still good and it's not too much of a mess. But it's completed, right? So I want you to just simply honor what you've lived this year, what you've learned, what you've carried, what you've survived, and what you expanded into. And the second word I want you to think about is the word clarity. What matters the most as you move forward? What do you want in your next chapter? What does your next chapter want? What is the version of you in 2025 that you are no longer available for as you move into 2026? The next thing I want you to think about is connection. I want you to reconnect with people who fill you, not drain you, right? I want to spend December in spaces where you're seen and supported and feel good and feel spacious and feel aligned and not stressed and overwhelmed, right? Easy to say, but not always easy to do, right? Which brings us to the last point. I want you to think about the word and really embody the word calm. Regulated women make powerful decisions. I'm going to say that again because I like that. Regulated women make powerful decisions. If your nervous system is not regulated, nothing is going to work properly. Your nervous system determines your visibility more than your strategy ever will. So I want you to normalize this. You don't rise from chaos, you rise from groundedness. If you want a space to step into 2025 in a regulated, visible, and supported way, our Visibility Salon is where we gather for this. This room itself raises your clarity and your confidence, and we created this in a way that makes it really, really easy for as many women as possible to join us and rise as they step into their next chapter. So hopefully that's you. VisibilitySalon.com gets you there. So let's talk a little bit about a little December ritual that can shift your energy a little bit here. Okay. So I want to just invite you, if it's not this moment, you can come back to this, but I want to invite you to sit somewhere quiet and just ask yourself, what did I carry this year that I'm ready to put down? What did I carry this year that I'm ready to put down? And then ask yourself, what desire am I ready to pick up? What desire am I ready to pick up? And then in that quiet space that you're in, write one sentence that captures your 2026 intention, right? Your intention is more powerful than any goal. It shapes your identity. Your identity shapes your visibility, and your visibility shapes your income. So this is why I like to do this in December, because I don't want this to be a hustle month. I want this to be the month that you start to align with the energy you want to spend the next year in. And because then you'll start the year aligned, not overwhelmed, right? You will already be visible before most people even wake up for the year. You'll create early wins because your clarity is even sharper and your opportunities show up even faster because you stepped into the year already activated. right? So women who prepare in December always rise faster than people who wait for January. This is your acceleration moment, and it can be done with peace and calm. Okay. So you don't need resolutions. You need recognition. You need clarity and you need connection. This is the heart of your Rich Woman Reset, preparing your energy, your visibility, and your identity for a powerful 2026. I will see you in the next episode as we step into the wealth chapter of this series.